I'm Rachel from 7 in All, and this video is going to be all about what I feel are the best kept secrets to homeschool success. Hi, if you don't know me, I am a mom of 2, I am a homeschool graduate myself, and I am the oldest in a family of 8 kids. 2 of my youngest sisters are still in homeschool, but my family has already graduated 6 kids. And that's why I'm talking about secrets to homeschool success today. This is actually part of a collab that I'm hosting with several other homeschool channels, and we're all talking about homeschool's best kept secrets. But we're all taking our own unique angle on it. So I'm going to be linking to the playlist below, and I really hope you check those out. I have been part of the planning of this whole collab, and I think some of them have some really creative and interesting videos planned for you. I know I am excited to see their videos. But now I'm going to be sharing with you what I think are the best kept secrets. And I am talking about homeschool success today because of our family's kind of long-term history in homeschool. Parenting, it doesn't really have an end date. Kind of once you're a parent forever. But homeschool, it does have an end goal. It does have an end date. You won't be a homeschool parent forever. Like, you'll probably always feel like one. But at some point, your child graduates and they're no longer a homeschooled student anymore. They've graduated. So my family has graduated 6 kids, all of whom have gone on to college and career and productive, normal lives, all of whom actually get along really well together. I've done in the past a whole series of interviews with my siblings about how they felt about being homeschooled and whether they would consider homeschool for their own children. And to me, this is my definition of homeschool success. All of them they look back very positively on homeschool. Not that it's perfect for every situation or anything, but all of them say that they're either definitely going to homeschool their kids, or one of my sisters said she's going to probably have me homeschool her kids, which, that would be a great deal. Or that, they would 100% consider homeschool to be a good option. So to me, that's success. When you can experience homeschool for your whole life and you look back on it with very positive memories, you look on it as very doable and as something that prepared you well for your future and a good option even for your potential children. So, but what are those secrets that I want to share? Now, some of these might not be 100% secrets, but they're probably not the things that everybody says on Instagram and the trendy homeschool stuff. So first of all, this is the #1 secret I want to share with you is don't see bribery as a bad thing in your homeschool. Maybe we shouldn't even call it bribery. We should call it motivation. Look at bribery more as motivation in your homeschool. Basically, don't always expect kids to be so, I think the ideal is that you expect kids to be so intrinsically motivated to do their math and do their language arts and do all their schoolwork every day. There's some kind of homeschool ideal that, well, we're homeschoolers, so our kids love learning. But realistically, come on guys, be realistic. Some days you don't want to do everything, or some kids, they just don't jive with a certain subject, and yet we as parents, we know that subject is going to benefit them for life. They need to do it. We can bribe them, we can motivate them. Here's some really good, a lot of our motivation came to do with scheduling. We would do a less favored subject right before a highly favored subject. So then we have that motivation of, here you go, child. You're going to do your math right now. You don't like your math. I know that. I understand that. But as soon as we finish math, then we get to read this storybook that you love. And we have things like that. So we have motivation we motivate kids so that they're not just, staring off into space, not getting their work done because they know something good is coming next. You can also do that with something like snack time. After we finish this subject, this reading for a kid who's just learning to read and it's kind of challenging, we're going to do this, we're going to do a really good job, and after we're done, then we get to have snack. So we did a lot of motivation. We've always done a lot of motivation and bribery to some extent with scheduling. Put something that's very loved right after something that's not very loved. Number 2, big homeschool secret to success. You don't have to plan to do all the fun things to have a fun homeschool. You don't have to buy the super fun curriculum with all the extras and all the color or watercolor paintings in them to have a fun homeschool. You really don't. I actually had no idea that homeschoolers did so much planning and preparing lesson planning and buying of supplies for special activities until I joined homeschool social media, because that was definitely not a part of the way I was really homeschooled growing up. I feel like most extra activities were entirely unplanned. It was just us kids being motivated that we saw some activity in a book, or we just got some little bee in our bonnet about doing something and then we did it. So I have very good memories with my siblings of doing an egg experiment drop, putting the egg into some kind of paper cardboard thing. It's a really funny story. I should tell it to you sometime, but I can tell you our mom did not plan that experiment. She probably didn't even want us to do that experiment, and she wasn't home when we did it. But that is one of my best homeschool memories. We would write plays and we would perform them together for our parents based on things we were learning about. And no, our mom never told us to do any of that. That was not a planned extra activity. Learning is fun itself without you having to stress out about making it fun. So I would just recommend going to homeschool with the attitude from the very beginning of not, oh, I have to figure out how to make learning fun for my kids because I'm expecting my kids to not find it fun to learn, but rather expect your kids to find learning to be fun. If you go in with that attitude and you communicate your exuberance for subjects to them, I feel like kids are just they're either, when they're little, they're gonna be showing their interest, they're gonna be asking you to do certain things and you can follow their lead, or when they're bigger, they're just gonna come up with whole big projects on your own and you can just kind of give them the tools, give them the supplies, say yes, and let them fly. So that's what I would really say more of, is just come in with, you can have not the coolest curriculum, you can have not the most planned schedule, but come in with an attitude of exuberance for learning yourself, and come in with an attitude of, as much as possible, I will say yes to my kids' interests in trying to learn this. Not that I'm going to plan, they want to learn about airplanes, so I'll plan something all great for them to learn about airplanes, but I'll give them a little shove, I'll give them some resources, I'll listen to their crazy ideas, and I'll try to let them accomplish them. But homeschool can be fun even if you don't have this whole detailed plan and feel all overwhelmed with it. So that's why I would say, don't stress about making homeschool fun. It will probably be fun, especially if you don't stress and overwhelm yourself about it. The third homeschool secret is that mama doesn't have to do it all. Homeschool is not code for mom just added 5 new jobs to her already full plate. You are not failing or cheating on homeschool if you get some video-led courses, or if you send your kids out for a certain course, or if you have grandma come in and teach a class, or grandpa or dad. Actually, I think homeschool is an awesome opportunity for kids to build relationships with people that maybe they wouldn't normally have as much time to spend with those people because of a school schedule. So I would actually highly recommend get more people involved in your homeschool. Our family is a little bit weird. I do classes with my sisters almost every day. That's maybe not normal that younger siblings would get to see and spend time with and be taught by their older sister every day. I moved out when my teenage sister was 1 year old. I was already married when my youngest sister was born. Normally, I wouldn't necessarily have the opportunity to have a very close relationship with them, but because of our family's unique lifestyle and choices, I'm very close to them. I'm a big part of their lives, even though I'm not mom. I'm maybe not the teacher, but we combine forces, and mom doesn't have to do every single thing in homeschool. So think about your own resources and who else could be a part of your kids' lives and part of your family's homeschool. And the last homeschool success secret I want to tell you for today is homeschool does not start in kindergarten. Your babies are not a distraction and an interruption from your homeschool. Like they're part of it. They're part of the deal. They're part of learning. Like that's one of the benefits. Kids are able to learn with babies crawling all over them. I mean, that is that is awesome. They don't just need a perfect classroom environment to be able to learn. They can learn while cuddling and kissing babies on the floor. And you are already teaching your kids from day one. Now, yes, homeschool, the school years, and depending on where you live, there's going to be specific requirements. I don't believe in the approach of, oh, just life is school. So as long as you cook with your kids, as long as you tell them to do laundry, as long as you do all that stuff, you're practically homeschooling them. I don't buy into that. I do cook with my kids. I do teach them how to do laundry, and I do schoolwork with them. So yes, you do schoolwork with kids who are school age. You do actual school stuff, but homeschool is also a way of life. It's finding opportunities to learn in every single situation. It's including people of all ages into the school life. It's including the babies and the toddlers and the grandmas and all those people that we normally think of that don't belong in school. And that's why homeschool gives you so much opportunity for more closer relationships, for meaningful relationships that kids might otherwise be a lot more limited in, because they have to spend all day with kids only their own age, or with kids who aren't their siblings, not with babies, not with old people, not with like people who are totally different from their own lifestyle. So that's my last one, is don't just think that homeschool is kindergarten through 12th grade. It's bigger. It's bigger than that. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found it encouraging. Now be sure to go and check out the other videos in the playlist. I know I will be doing that, and I'm excited to see them. And leave in the comments below, what are some of your core homeschool secrets to success? What are some of the concepts that you feel have helped your homeschool to thrive through the years? All right, I will see you next time. Bye.